Good morning, students. Today we'll do a new topic, radius ratio. This radius ratio concept is applicable for ionic solid like sodium chloride, potassium chloride. For that type of solid, you can apply the concept of radius ratio. And if you know about the radius ratio, then you can find out what about the possible structure for the solid, and you can also find out the coordination number of the solid. So the arrangement of the ions in a crystal and the coordination number of the ion you can find out from this concept, radius ratio. And what is radius ratio? Radius ratio means nothing. It is the ratio of radius of cation to the radius of anion. For example, if you consider sodium chloride crystal, this is one example of ionic crystal. Here cation is Na plus and anion is Cl minus. So when you put the radius of cation, I mean radius of sodium ion, by radius of anion, I mean chloride ion, when you put the values of their radius, then you will get the radius ratio, and from the radius ratio value, you can find out what will be the possible structure for sodium chloride crystal and what will be the coordination number of the crystal. So radius ratio means nothing. This means radius of cation divided by radius of anion, and you can write this as R plus divided by R minus. So this is called radius ratio. Now I'll give you a table, radius ratio, then possible structure, then possible coordination number, then example. Now, if the radius ratio value lies in the range 0.155 to 0.225, excuse me, if the radius ratio lies in this range 0.155 to 0.225, then the possible structure of the solid will be triangular, and the possible coordination number for the solid will be 3. One example of this type of solid is boron oxide B2O3. And if the radius ratio lies in this range 0.225 to 0.414, then the possible structure for the solid will be tetrahedral. Possible coordination number will be 4. You know coordination number, I mean one particular ion is touching by how many ions, that is called the coordination number 4. An example of such solid is, one example, zinc sulfide. This will adopt tetrahedral shape and their radius ratio lies in this range 0.225 to 0.414. And if the radius ratio range is in between 0.414 to 0.732, then the possible structure for the crystal will be octahedral, coordination number will be 6, and one example of this type of solid is sodium chloride. These are all ionic solid. And similarly, if the radius ratio lies in the range 0.73 to 1.00, I mean up to 1, then the possible structure for the crystal will be cubic, coordination number of the crystal will be 8, and one example of such solid is cesium chloride. So if you know about the radius ratio, if you know the range, from this range you can find out the possible structure for the solid, and also you can find out the possible coordination number. So these are the solid. Boron oxide, it will adopt triangular shape because its radius ratio lies in this range. Zinc sulfide adopt tetrahedral shape because its radius ratio lies in this range and its coordination number is 4. In case of sodium chloride, the shape will be octahedral with coordination number 6 because its radius ratio lies 0.414 to 0.732. So in exam the question may be asked like this. The solid have sodium chloride structure, the radius of cation is this much, you have to find out the radius of anion. That type of question you will get. Then you can find out this. If the question, if it is given sodium chloride structure, I mean radius ratio, you have to consider this one. So that is why you have to know about the example also. So I will do one numerical based on this radius ratio concept. So one question, a solid have NaCl structure, I mean it will adopt the structure like sodium chloride. If the radius of cation, A plus, this is your cation, is 100 picometer, what is the radius of anion B? What is the radius of anion B? Predict the possible coordination number. Predict the possible coordination number of the solid. So this type of question you will get. There is a solid and the solid have like sodium chloride structure, and here the radius of cation is given 100 picometer, and you have to find out the radius of anion, and also you have to determine what is the possible coordination number of the solid. To do this type of numerical, since the structure is like sodium chloride, so the radius ratio will lie in the range 0.4142 to 0.732, because the solid have sodium chloride structure, and sodium chloride structure have the radius ratio range from this to this. Now here the radius of cation is given 100 picometer. As you know, radius ratio is equal radius of cation divided by radius of anion. Now you put the radius ratio value, since it is like sodium chloride structure, so the radius ratio will be in this range. Now which value you will take? You will take 0.414 or 0.73. You will take both. First time you will take the minimum one, then you will take maximum one. So suppose the radius ratio is 0.414, then radius of cation is given 100 picometer, then you can find out the radius of anion. Ultimately, radius of anion is equal 100 divided by 0.414, and when you do it, then you will get 241.5 picometer. So this is the radius of cation. Similarly, if the radius ratio is considered as the maximum one, 0.732, this is equal 100 by R minus. So therefore the radius of anion R minus is equal 100 by 0.732. That means you will get 136.6 picometer. See, here we consider the minimum radius and the maximum radius. When you consider the minimum radius, you will get the anion radius 241, and when you consider the maximum radius ratio, then the radius of anion you will get 136. That means the radius of anion will lie in the range 136.6 picometer to 241.5 picometer. So radius of anion also you will get in the range from this to this. So this is the way how to do this type of question answer. And also it asks the possible coordination number. Since the structure is like sodium chloride, therefore the possible coordination number of the solid will be 6. because in table already you have got sodium chloride have the coordination number 6. So like this way you have to do this type of question answer. And in some question the radius ratio will be given to you, radius of cation will be given, you have to find out radius of anion. In this process you can do it.